Well, I've been on this farm all my life. I'm the fourth generation, I think, with the Davises here. So when I left school at 15, we milked probably 160 cows, and now we've grown over the years and we're up to 600 cows. So yeah, we've just slowly grown in time. When I was at school, I've always loved outdoors. I had a love for cattle. I loved animals, and that's probably one of my strengths. That we own a Holstein stud too, so I love the breeding side of it. And I just wanted to come home and farm.
From a mother's point of view, when you're pregnant or breastfeeding more so, you know, you don't drink alcohol, you don't eat garlic because it goes through to your milk and into the baby, you know, they'll be upset all night. So whatever you eat goes through to your breast milk. So I thought, well, that's got to be the same with the cows. Whatever they eat, and you know, like what's on the grass, put on the grass, it must come through to the milk. But you don't think that when you buy a carton of milk. But as a mother, you do think that, you know, that you do everything possible for the best interest and the best health of your child.
And we want to look after our animals, because if we don't treat our animals right, I mean, we're not going to get rewarded. So it's a big thing for us to make sure that our animal welfare is spot on. Otherwise, as Tanya said, they end up sick or they'll end up dying, and we don't want that. That's not what we're here for.
So what we've done straight away is up the compost, because all our farms get compost twice a year, pasture renovation, and actually just looking after our soil. It's a big stepping stone from the soil right through to our end product. You look after your soil, in which you can grow a healthier pasture, which a healthy pasture goes to what's standing behind us is our stock, in which you make a healthy product, and it's all natural. We're treating our whole pasture, whole farm, like a veggie patch. So with compost, there's no waste and nasties going into our waterways, because it's all natural organic fertiliser. And if you've got healthier soil, at the end of the day, you're going to be having a healthy product off the shelf. So that's our main objective.
We were probably one of the first ones to start the compost. So we come back and we started putting out a bit of fish as a nitrogen source. We started using a bit of kelp, and you know, we started putting a little bit of compost on. And then Camperdown Compost said, why don't we make our own compost? So all the ingredients was here on farm, so 80% of it was. So off we went into the cycle of making our own compost. And as soon as we went back to more of a natural way of farming, I mean, we seen, you know, our worms come back into the ground, our roots and our grass went down deeper, the bugs started disappearing. We've seen a lot of great results in the way that we were farming.
We would be absolutely lost without our kids on the farm now. Like, they've just been on 2 weeks holiday, and it's each morning they get up, should be probably doing homework, but they are just as motivated and keen to work on the farm, and each morning after breakfast it's like, what's the go for today? They certainly get in and move cattle around, they help with feeding the calves. They're on the milking roster now because they're of an age where they're capable. Yeah, you'd be really lost without them, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think having the kids, that's probably one of the biggest benefits in any sort of agriculture or any sort of land, that the kids are being taught how to work. So even as a teenager, they're not sitting inside on a weekend or school holidays. Like, the kids do work, so no one sits around here for too long.